Time is just the best PVM content out there. I mean, there's so much stuff on there that you would never expect from Ultima Online, right? I mean, even when this game had bosses, I was like, wait, what? How? You know? And with mechanics and things like that. And then now you've got Time Dungeon, where the monsters have mechanics that you have to look out for. And there's traps places that you have to look out for. And there's runes and all kinds of cool stuff. And it really requires a group to make much headway. Sure, you can go down there. Sure, you can farm and become rich with a backstabber and, you know, hitting in a certain area, or a frost bleeder killing wisps and what have you in the maze and stuff. Like, you can farm money, right? But to progress in the dungeon, do quests, and like really see the Time Dungeon for what it is, you really need to have a group. And I just think that's freaking awesome. So Time is without a doubt like the coolest thing ever to me. But anyways, patch rollout notice. So not all changes will occur immediately upon patch release. While many updates will take effect instantly, others will be introduced following the patch. So this is a patch that was released today, and I haven't heard of any hiccups thus far. I'm sure there are. I also haven't been reading the Time Dungeon channel, but I'll be interested to catch up on that. But anyways, general updates. A number of items found within Time are now interactable, with some activating effects upon use or automatically. Beware, some are cursed and carry harmful effects while held. That's pretty cool. So new in-game books have been added to bookshelves throughout Time, containing lore, clues, and insights into new quest items, monsters, and mechanics. Certain quest items now mitigate the effects of dungeon hazards like a time vortex, time rift, miasma clouds, traps, bleeding sands, and monster abilities. This protection can extend to pets as well. That's really cool. So there's more ways to negate time, basically, which is something that the community was really asking for quite a bit. New random events and hazards will appear within Time post-patch rollout. Okay, so that, I guess that would mean that it hasn't came out. Hundreds of new rewards with unique visuals and animations are now available. And, you know, he was posting a lot of those throughout, you know, the development, Eric was. So some of these, if they show them, I would have seen. I haven't seen this. I'd love to get some of these, though. Interesting. Rune and Relic system overhaul. This is crazy. What aspect? Here we go. So all newly acquired runes and relics have now limited durations before they decay. So level 1s, you got them for a day. So this is cool. They put them on here. I wonder what the community thought about this. Wonder if it was well received or if it was a shit show. This part right here. Without like going into this blindly and without reading what others have said in their reasoning, I like this. I like this, and the reason I like this is because the funnest runs for me personally were the ones where we went in blind, where we didn't have a disposed amount of runes and we got them as we went. Now the flip side to this is level 7 and level 8. It's like you can't, I mean, I don't know, what are you going to do? Farm for a while until you get them and then be able to say, okay, well, I've got enough for a couple hours worth of negate time, so I can go down there. I would imagine what I just said is addressed as I scroll down, whether it be the increased amount of runes or the quest pieces that negate time, as we just talked about, right? So yeah, that's okay. I'm still into it. Legacy items, so old items that were in there: runes, relics, timely banknotes, omni potions, and Tyromancer's cheeses obtained before this patch will be deleted. So K-Web, I saw a screenshot with like 220 omni potions. I guess those are fucking gone, dude. There it is, my 221 omni potions are gone. Oh, I'm sorry, dude, that's funny. Rune refund rates, time codex. So level 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you, yeah, the got it. Drop rate adjustments. Okay, rune drop rates have been increased. So what I was saying up here is fixed right here, plus the quest pieces to negate time, basically. Relic drop rates have been reduced. Oh, runes have increased, but relics have been reduced and are now more commonly sourced via the timely wealth rune. So specific monsters or defined locations. So you get a timely wealth. Okay, got it. Specific monsters, defined locations. It's not a bad call. I guess we'll see, right? Mystery boxes, rune yields have been increased. So more reason to do the little fun boxes. Additional sources for runes and relics now include chests, containers, and new specialty mobs and quests. So running around as a lockpicker is good again for money, I guess. Well, I mean, I guess if they decay, we'll see. I mean, you could do like a pre-run run like we used to if you wanted to, I guess. Rune changes, refresh. Okay, it also clears hinder and entangle, and it heals 500 hit points to affected pets. Meteor shower, yeah, it got nerfed and checks line of sight. Where's the joke thing? Yeah, why am I not surprised? That's less of a nerf than I thought would happen. Now trimmer now checks line of sight. Yeah, okay. Knock based duration increased to 20 seconds. Was 15. Okay, that's cool. Cure radius increased to 12 tiles, was 8 for Bloom, so you got buffs there. Mass sleep now starts with an 8 tile radius, 10-second duration, plus 1 tile radius per codex level. So that's interesting. I guess you're going to be checking is that like if I put runes in, or like codex points into mass sleep? That's what I'm guessing. It doesn't mean like my overall codex level. It'd be cool if it did though. Anyways, mass invisibility. In addition to its current effects, this rune now grants temporarily immunity to time vortexes and time rifts. That's so cool. So you can do mass invisibility and you can walk past those traps if you don't have a negate time or the quest piece. When a player is under the effect of negate time or massive visibility, any pets or followers that they may likewise... Okay, there you go. Pets don't count towards the maximum. That's good too. All right, relic changes. So, I mean, is that saying that a tamer might be decent in time? I don't know. Maybe a summoner? I don't... it's like so scary, dude. I mean, they're good up until 5, and then it's... 6, really. And then it gets a little dicey. Having a tamer in your squad. It's very dicey after 6. Perilous Python. Now increases poison damage by 50%. No one plays a poisoner. Moving on. Brace of Knives. Now checks line of sight. Okay. Cross Compassion. Grants 75 hit points to the user when resurrecting another player. Was 50. The resurrected player now gains 50 hit points if they die again within 30 seconds. K-Web says, summoners seem terrible from what I've tested so far. Lots of things just outright dispel them. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Even with Spirit Pack, does Spirit Pack still helps block dispels? I think it was Spirit Packed. And maybe that was something it used to do and it doesn't anymore. I don't know. It's been a while. All right. I'm going to move past these relics. They got buffed, basically. And they also got nerfed in drop rate. So, quest system integration. There we go. All current time quests will migrate to the new Outlands quest system. That's huge. New quests will offer additional rewards, including runes, relics, quest items, decorative items featuring new art and animations, and even titles. Quest-related items with durations now have a visible decay timer. I saw a screenshot of that, so it actually, it's not just like, well, I've had it for like 30 minutes, it might decay in the next hour. It's like shows it visibly, which is really cool. I'm very happy about the quest system part on there. That's really cool. Colonial Waystars require proximity to Colonial Waystar point, so within 5, okay, a tripartite time gem, and a Colonial Gate Pass or Day Pass. Usage summons a gate and begins a 6-hour cooldown. Cooldown time is shown on use if unavailable. Colonial Gate Pass or Day Pass. Tripartite gem. Does that mean in order to use it, or does that mean if somebody else uses it for me? Because used to, you know, you would have one person use it. Huh. You asked the same thing? Yeah. Summons a one-way gate from the last colony. The Waystar, not the tile, has the cooldown. Oh. Wow. Well, that just snares a whole group leaving or going in. So it's like you got to take a choice, right? You got to either go in slow or leave slow. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess you want runes anyway, so you're probably gonna go in slow and leave out, or bring two. Okay. Yeah, or bring two. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's why you're smart. That's great. I gotta switch that song up. All right. Temporal Stone summons a one-way gate from the last colony to a specific temporal point. Operates similar to... Okay, that's pretty cool. These are cool new tiles that can be bought at the Infinity vendor for Infinity coins. It doesn't say how much. I'm going to say one a tile. Maybe I could be wrong, but those are really cool. And it looks like they're animated. Wow. That is cool. Because I've seen people do like arena cloth and then put gems down to make space. So, chests and containers, all locked and unlocked chests and containers have been reworked with enhanced loot tables. So it's even more important to open up chests now, which makes me curious. I wonder how many people are stealthing around time right now going through chests. Probably a lot today. Dungeon layout and traps. New traps will be introduced throughout the dungeon. Adjustments will be made to existing quick travel points to better accommodate new content. New tiles within time that provide temporary buffs to players within a range when triggered. Buffs can be enhanced with a specific dungeon item. Cool. And yeah, temporal boon. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so monsters. Look at this fucking Elder Watcher, dude. God dang. He looks like the brain from Metroid. Or he... Never mind. Nearly all existing monsters have had their abilities adjusted, and many now feature new, unique abilities. Some are reactive to player actions and can be mitigated or avoided. In Ultima Online, guys. In Ultima Online, some are reactive to player actions and can now be mitigated or avoided. Would you have ever thought that to be a thing in patch notes in an Ultima Online game? Dude, that's crazy to me. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Scarab and K-Web. Can you stand the testicle of time? There are a number of brand new monsters with new abilities that will populate the dungeon post-patch. Many monsters' abilities can be diminished via specific quest items or rewards. Red-named monsters and new menageries are being added. Most monsters deal less bonus damage to pets, and some have been drastically reduced. So he really is trying to make tamers and summoners a thing in time. New colony guard NPCs will populate the last colony and appear in random encounters. Okay, that'll be interesting. I'm sure like the quest stuff. Silver creatures have been buffed, and all of them now have some unique abilities to either increase their damage or add debuffs to their foes. That's interesting because those guys were already tough as shit, but I guess they're tougher now. That's cool. I'm not gonna complain. Monsters with enhanced abilities have had their difficulty scaling increased, which improves gold, experience, and loot yields. Very cool. Certain monsters have increased drop chances for specific runes and relics. Yeah, we read that up there. Many rare drops in time now have a chance to appear with a special hue, including both existing and newly added drops. Many rare drops in time have a chance to appear with a special hue. Okay. So maybe you'll get like a powder blush standard of honor. A number of monsters now drop new, unique, and rare items. I guess that's not a drop, what I was just saying. A rare drop, that's like a reward out of a chest, but you know what I mean. I guess like a powder blush, trying to think, Exothrug Dagger. Anyways, a number of monsters now drop new, unique, and rare items. Like, this is really weird. That's really cool. I'm not saying it's not cool, it's just really weird. Like, it's just weird. It's cool. Feedback. There are a lot of changes to time made with this patch. Although we tested things as much as we could, there are bound to be some bugs or issues that crop up from these changes. If you discover a bug or an extreme balance issue, please relate the feedback to Eric Gray in Discord. There will be, as always, there will be adjustments, tweaks to monsters, items, and other elements for final balancing based on observations and feedback. Well done. Well done. Well done. Pretty excited.